Do we have sound? Hello, everybody. Good evening once again. It's me, your boy, Don Agabi. Yeah. Okay, we got a light on me. Hide. Okay, we are here. Yes. Welcome once again to this evening's live session. Soon, what's up? Yo, Evans, what's up? Okay, so sound is good, image is good, everything is good. So let me do the usual. Let me share the stream so we can get everybody here. Okay, share, copy. Yes, copy. Okay. The early birds got the early, yeah. It's true. The early birds, the early ones got the juicy worms, the very, very juicy ones. Charlie, I hope you're all doing well. And hold on, I'm trying to share the link in the various groups. Okay, just give me some few seconds. I'm trying to share out the links. Okay, you done the first one. Oh. In the meantime, I cooked jollof and I ate it all alone. You guys should clap for me. I'm a good cook. I cook very well. So the image you're seeing on the screen is Creative Vision. You want item 13. I dey teach you, you will someone I said item 13. You and your brother. I don't know which of you like food pass. But all I know be say the two of you love food. Okay, we'll be there shortly. We will be there shortly. No item 13. There is no item. Hey, what's that? There's no item 13. So yeah, Seun, do you want to try the thing out and see if it works? Okay. Almost there. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Swipe up. Oh, I'm looking for swipe up and I can't find it. Okay, I found one. Awesome. Almost there. Almost there. And bam, we are there. We are there. Good evening once again, guys. Welcome to tonight's live session. As usual, don't forget to drop your thumbs up. And if you can share this stream on your status on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere you can share this, don't forget to do that. And yeah, let's learn. Let's learn. Yeah, so let's start. Let me turn on. Once you see me putting on this, it means serious business. So the image you see on the screen is an image of Cassie. I think Cassie will be joining us later if she doesn't have Doomso. All right, so this image is an image of Cassie. I shot this with my 85mm at f2, my Nikon D750, and this was a natural light. It was shot somewhere around, I think, 4:35 p.m. when the sun was setting. So this is somewhere in front of my apartment. We decided to just, after, I think we did that shoot live, but then we couldn't go out to continue the live session. So we had to end it. So this is one of the images from that particular session. So we'll be working on this image using only dodge and burn, no frequency separation. So far, all the images I've retouched live, I've used frequency separation. And somebody, I think Kevano, was asking if I, like, how come I don't use any other technique apart from frequency separation? So today, we are doing just dodge and burn. This image is straight out of camera. It's been raw processed in Capture One. Aside that, nothing has been done to it. As you can see here, all the blemishes are there, the pimples are there. It's only the color that we corrected and then we raw processed in Capture One. Aside that, everything else, it's intact. So you see the image is very sharp. It pays to have good glass so you can get sharp images. See? So first of all, we are going to work on a few blemishes. Aside the pimples, there are other, things that have to be taken care of. This makeup was done by Teo K. And as I said, before you start retouching, you need to, have a roadmap. What are you going to be doing? Otherwise, if you just start and then, jumping from one error to the other and all that, it won't end well for you. So first of all, identify the problems you want to fix. The first problem is the pimples. You want to fix the pimples. Cool, no problem. The second problem is we want to smoothen out the edges, the tone, so that the tones will blend very well. That's the second thing. Then, yeah, after that, we work on her eyes, make them, even though they are bright, we want to brighten them a bit so that we'll draw more attention to her eyes. So as usual, let's create an empty layer, just like we do when we do frequency separation. This is the first step. I create an empty layer and then I use the spot healing brush to start taking away some of the spots. If you have any question, don't forget to ask and I shall answer. So I'll be alternating between the spot healing brush and then the clone stamp. Some areas I would prefer using the clone stamp because this is strictly dodge and burn, no frequency separation. So I'll want to be very careful with some of my blemish remover. So let me switch to the clone stamp. And the clone stamp, I use a flow of 5%, opacity 100%. See? So sample and then brush over. Because the flow is very minimal, we need to brush a couple of times before seeing the results. See? So I think we should have the dual screen as NASA showed us yesterday. Let's see, where is it? Window, arrange, new window, awesome. Window, arrange, and then 2 vertical. Okay, cool. So let's have this one on 25%. So whatever I do, you guys will be seeing it right there. So I'll be working on the left and then you'll be seeing the effect on the right. Now I think I should even zoom in more. See? All right. This works. I'm taking off the blemishes. Hey, Nase, you're here. I just mentioned your name. No, Nase, I just mentioned your name and you appeared. So first of all, I'm taking away some of the visible blemishes. There's no formula as to how you start your retouching, whether you take off blemishes first or you do the color correction first or anything. Oh, okay. Welcome, Nase. How was your day? There's no formula. You just need to know what you're doing. And once you know the steps to take, you can rearrange them anyhow you like, anyhow, that makes your workflow correct for you. Don't let anybody tell you, do this first before you do this. No. Once you know what you're doing, you can rearrange the steps your own way. Hey, Fozia, how are you doing? Today you're not late. How was your day? Yeah, you're early today. You are not late. So today we are using only dodge and burn to fix our image. Only dodge and burn, no frequency separation. I'm doing fine too. Only dodge and burn. We call it micro dodge and burn. So what I'm doing now is taking out the blemishes. And I'm using the clone stamp because I want it to be precise. My day was okay. We are alive. So thanks to God. Yes, thanks to God. Amen. See, I want it to be very precise. That's how come I'm zoomed in like that. Anytime I'm doing blemish removal, I like to be zoomed in so I can see everything. Ghananie, Ibab, Ghananie. Seun, are you there? Or you're still sleeping? Oh, okay. All right, now say no problem. No problem, man. The video will be on my channel once we are done, so you can always watch it later. Thanks for passing through, man. Thank you. And the thing is, dodge and burn is very, very time consuming. Same, welcome back. So as I said, today we are doing purely dodge and burn, no frequency separation. So just take note of my layers over here. So if I have just two layers, the background layer and then the layer one. So let me just rename layer one to blemish remover. It needs to name your layer so that you can see, yeah, when you zoom in, it makes the thing smooth and the remover won't look like marks. Yes, yes. Ivan said, watching your videos makes me miss Ghana. Aha, Evans, don't worry, don't worry. After Corona, you can come back to Ghana, yeah? Corona will end very soon. You can visit the motherland again. Or if you like to, we'll be taking pictures and sending them to you so that you don't miss the motherland too much. So I'm taking my time to take out these blemishes because there'll be no frequency separation. So you see, her forehead now has become, you would think it's smooth just because I've taken out the blemishes. So let me do before. So this is before on her forehead. This is now. See the difference? Before and now. And this has just been blemish remover using the clone stamp. So let's continue to other parts of her body. Let me just bring this down. Let's continue to other parts of her body and continue. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue with the blemish removal. All right, let's move on. I had to reply some messages. That's how come. I kept going on and off like that, but we are back. So let's continue. Yes, as I said, dodge and burn is time consuming. It's not like frequency separation. If it was frequency separation, we would have just, we would have been almost done with this image if it was just frequency separation. But you see, because it's micro dodge and burn, we are still working on blemishes. We've not reached anywhere yet. We are still taking care of blemishes. Yeah, Kingsley, because this is micro dodge and burn. People are being very attentive. With micro dodge and burn, you need to pay attention. Otherwise, it will pass your eye top. So we are still taking out blemishes. Okay, let me zoom this out a bit. 25%, yes. So you guys can see what we are doing. It's 5%. Because my clone stamp is set to a flow of 5%. My clone stamp is always set to a flow of 5% because I want control. I want to be in control of what's happening. So I can brush over a couple of times before seeing the effect. That's how I like it. If you make it 100, some people use a flow of 100% and then they be changing the opacity. But it's a whole topic for discussion. I prefer using the flow than leaving the opacity at 100%. Okay, so there's this huge one here that we can just take care of. Okay. So we are almost through with the blemish removal. almost. Okay, we're done with her face. Let's check her hand. There's nothing there. There's nothing here. Okay, we have a few more of them here. Okay, a few more here. And we will be done with the spot removal soon. Almost there. Almost. So you see how time consuming dodge and burn is compared to frequency separation. If it was frequency separation, we would have been, somewhere far by now. But because it's dodge and burn, see how we are taking time to do all these things. All right, so it says command 0. Here we are. See, we've taken all the blemishes off. So let's do a quick before and now. See, before with all the pimples and now. So we are done with the blemish remover. Let's go into dodge and burn. So I use the action from array. It's simple. You can create your own dodge and burn curves. It's just coming here, going to curves, and then one. This is for burn. And if you go up, it's for dodge. So let's say this is the burn layer, something like this. And then we invert, command I, invert it. So whatever you paint, you see. So this is, we name this dodge. We create another one for, this is burn, we create another one for dodge and all that. But then since there is already an action here for that, I'll just use this action and that's it. So we have our dodge and burn layers here. Then I'll just go ahead and then use my check, the invert check layer. So you see what it has turned the image into. I discussed this yesterday, but I'm sure some of you weren't here yesterday and you would want me to explain what this means. This is a whole thing on its own. So let me not confuse you guys. Let me just go and do it a bit. Okay. So this is it. This is a dodge and burn curve. So I'll first start with dodging, which means what? Making things lighter. So we'll be enabling and disabling so that we can see what we are doing at any point in time. You get it? So here, what we want to do is the places that are, here. If you look on the forehead here, within this place, there are some places that are dark, some places are bright. That's what makes the forehead look not smooth. So if we are able to match the, if we are able to match whatever the colors that are here, the tones, that's when you get to have a smooth image. So you don't necessarily need just frequency separation to make your images smooth. See, you can use dodge and burn by blending in the tones very well. So let's continue. Let's continue here. So let's enter this mode, and then anywhere you see here that's white means it's black. I know it's confusing. If you see white here, it means it's showing black, and then black means it's showing white because this check layer has been inverted. So what it's like using a selfie camera. Whatever you see in there has been inverted, right? Awesome. So the dark spots here means what? The places are very bright. So I'm going to use this one to even it out for you guys to see. Don't be confused here. I'm using my brush at a flow of 3%. So Kingsley, in this particular one, I'm using the brush with a flow of 3%. It's only the clone stamp that I use a flow of 5%. My brush, the Florence, thank you. Welcome. How was your day? Welcome to tonight's session. The places that are overly bright, the black places here means what? They are overly bright. So I'm going to tone them down. See? You might be confused from the beginning, but as we go along, you will see. So you can see already here, look at how uneven the tones here are, because there are different tones. Some are bright, some are dark. What causes the skin to be uneven? It's when there's change in luminosity. Some places are darker than other places. That's all that makes the image not smooth. So if you look at the forehead here, you see there are some bright places and some dark places. So by using dodge and burn, we'll be able to fill in all these places. So the places that are dark, we'll blend them in so that the blending will be very nice. Florence, who's it then? What is me? So that is exactly what we are doing. I'm trying to blend in all these things. Once in a while, we go in here and take a look at what's there. Oh, catalyst. Catalyst bar. Okay. Mate, I'll tone it down, yeah? I'll tone it down small. But Fazia is a noob here and she's not confused yet. So Catalyst, who here is already confused? Fazia, are you confused? I'm sure you are not confused. Yeah. So let's continue. I'll bring back the check layer. So if you look at the black and white, as I said, it's been inverted. So whatever you see white here means what? It's black. And whatever you see black here means it's white. It's been inverted, from the beginning. You'll be a bit confused, but Charlie, as time goes on, you will understand. So let's go ahead and blend these things in. The accent is catalyst. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Very soon when you talk, we can't even understand. So we are still in the blending business, blending tones, making sure the tones match, like they blend in smoothly, they transition in smoothly. That way, everything. No, you should have seen me doing this 2 weeks ago. To run away. I did not understand anything. Like everything was like a movie to me until I practiced and practiced. So don't think you can just watch it once and then be okay. Nah, you need to practice. Dodge and burn is quite hectic, but the result is sweet. So don't give up. Get used to it. The result is very, very sweet. So this is where we are. This is before dodge and burn. Before now. See, the image is taking shape. So, oh, Fozia says not yet. All right. Forgive me if I confuse you. So sometimes you can see some of the blemishes with your naked eyes. At times you can't see them. That's when you need the check layer. Over here, I can see everything here with my naked eye. So I don't need a check layer. So I'm trying to soften the darkness here. Hey, sweet like sugar and butter. I see. Yes, the results from Dodge and Burn is so sweet. You know, it maintains your tones, unlike frequency separation that takes away some of the texture. See, so sometimes I go back in like this and then come back in, hey, back in and come back in. What kind of English is that? So let's come to the side here. See these dark places. We can see them with our naked eye. So let's just fix them. So if the place is too dark, you use your dodge layer to brighten it up a bit. And if it's too bright, you use your burn layer to darken it a bit. That's all. That's the whole philosophy of dodge and burn. So you see some parts here are popping out. So I'm just darkening them a bit. And then some places too are dying off. So I brighten them up a bit. That's all. You'll be alternating. There are some who prefer doing one particular one first. Let's say they will finish dodging before burning, but I prefer to go, Florence. If this is an academy, then you are the madam. You are the madam of the academy, Abby. Don't forget to drop your thumbs up, yeah? Florence is the madam of the academy. Florence, tell Shutter Factory to come and watch. Eh? Go and tell him to come and watch. Tell him I said you should summon him here. So we are still dodging and burn. You see how time consuming it is? But the result is sweet. Look at her skin. See, the texture is there. Everything is there. Like there's no the skin hasn't been blurred. Everything is there. So I see something happening here. You see here, there's this dark spot here. We're going to use the dodge layer to get rid of it. All right, all right. I'll send you the link. Let me do that right away. All right, I've sent you the link so you can forward it to him. Yeah. Okay, so we are getting rid of these dark patches here. And there is some also here. It's left with the transition of the dodge and burn. What's Telly talking about? Transition of the Dodge and Burn. Telly, you've not done anything. No. Your pictures, what have your pictures done? Florence, your pictures have done what? You'll sell them on Tonatombia. So here, the under eyes, like some eye bags, we are burning them, trying to make them look less visible than all these parts. You see, for some time I haven't used the check layer because some of these things I see them with my naked eye. So I don't need to check them. See? It's when it's difficult for you to see with your eyes, that's when you use the check layer. So here you see this huge bag under her eyes. You're going to dodge it off. It's dark, that's why you can see it. That's why it's looking so huge. So once we dodge it, like the smooth transition between the bright to dark parts. Oh, okay, yes. We'll take care of that. For now, we are doing corrective dodge and burn. So we are trying to take out the blemishes that we would have used frequency separation to take off. We are using dodge and burn to do that. So after that, then we will do global dodge and burn to successfully blend everything in. You're a smart student. You're a smart student. Should we make you class captain? Okay, so we are still blending in. Where is Seun? Seun, I hope I'm not confusing you. And the way you are quiet, are you among the boys, the stubborn boys at the back? Uh, Seun is among the stubborn boys at the back. So you see, we are using this procedure. Oh, okay. You are not among the stubborn boys. You are not confused either. Also, dodge and burn is sweet, but it's time consuming. So if you're going to be using it, it should be worth it. It should be on images that, you're charging more or something. See how our image is looking. We haven't used frequency separation today, and we are not going to use frequency separation, only dodge and burn. So over here on her left cheek, there is this thing over here. I'll just darken it up a bit. Okay. Then here, so I keep changing between the dodge and burn here. So why are you copying me? Look at. Catalyst, I do mostly two. I use the first one for the micro, and then the second one for global. And sometimes rare occasions, I go a third level. Sometimes you're done with everything, then you realize, okay, you need to, do something at the end. You don't want to mess up with what you already have. You see? So mostly I do two, one for global, one for micro. And then sometimes I add a third one. The boys at the back, there's always one stubborn, intelligent boy between them. Those boys usually have the freshest girl. Hey, Wazia, is that what you're saying? Wow. I'm just saying, Catalyst 2 was one of the stubborn boys at the back. I'm not like usually distracted by ladies. Oh, Seun, you are usually distracted by ladies. I see. Oh, ladies man. Wow. Catalyst is part of the stubborn boys at the back. There is always one sharp one inside who will always be fooling with them. Then when exam comes, he will pass, and then the stubborn ones will fail. Yes. Okay, so let me confess. I was one of the stubborn boys at the back. Hey, Diana, Ikuya, what's up? What's up, Diane? How was your day? How are you doing? Don't forget to drop your thumbs up. Okay, so Catalyst, I get what you were saying. In order not to get carried away, you should have different levels so that when you make a mistake, you can just go back and delete that particular one. Yeah, I understand. But I just happen to use one level. Nah, there's no giveaway today. Loretta is doing giveaway, so go and win that one. My Momo is finished, so no airtime. Somebody can sponsor. Maybe Catalyst will sponsor. For now, there's no sponsorship, so no airtime. Or tell you can sponsor also. All right, let's move to this side and see. Okay, so over here, I'm going to enable the check layer so that we can see, because now we've entered, deep places. So over here, I'm blending in all these very dark places, trying to ease them. It's all over you. You class this. Hey, so what is distractor? Are you trying to say distractor or this? What is distractor? Seun is always distracted by women. Wow. Let's see. Common boys at the back. Diana, what's up with you? So yes, we are dodging and burning. You guys, it's a practice. Oh, practice. Don't think I just got up one day and then started. No, it took me a lot of Charlie practice to be able to do what I'm doing now. As I said, you should have seen me. Catalyst, the guide is on now. I've switched the guide on now, actually. Back then, it was off because I could see some of the blemishes with my naked eye. That's why it was off back then. But now, I need to see, better than I was seeing. That's how come. So now I turn it on and off to guide me so I can see. Now I can see it with my naked eye. So I'll just go ahead and then use it. I as I say, when I can see everything clearly, I just turn off the guide. But when I can't see and I want it to guide me, that's when I turn it back. So here I can see clearly what's happening here. Okay, let me go to 0. Good. Now here we are. So I think we are okay with this. No, we are not okay. Over here, there's some funny business going on here. So let's go fix it. Okay, like this. Good. Now we have it. So we'll go to the second level of dodge and burn, which is the global dodge and burn. So I'll create another dodge and burn thingy. This one comes with the black and white guide. Sometimes I use it. When I'm doing global dodge and burn, I use that. So I'm going to work on these places. So first of all, I use the dodge, go like this, and then so this particular one is not corrective. It's mainly for sculpting. So I'm trying to sculpt her face. So it's the usual dodge and but the one you guys are used to tell you. This is what you're used to, like from the previous live sessions. This is the dodge and burn you're used to. It's not corrective, it's just to sculpt her face. So this is what is going to smoothen the transitions. The parts that are bright will be brighter. The parts that are dark will be darker. Simple. My friend, move. Good. So now let's turn it off so we can see everything. Then we start. The eyebrows are usually black, so we burn them to make them look properly black. Bob, we are almost 1 hour into this. You guys can see that it is no joke. It is no joke at all. Okay, this is where we are. Get you full view, and let's continue here. Then let's burn here small. All right, Telly, what do you think? Does our image look sweet or not? Let me know what you think. So, your observation so far. Okay, so we all agree our image is looking sweet. What about the forehead part beneath the flower? Beneath the flower. Yes, it's a shadow. It's a shadow cast by the. What am I yawning? It's a shadow cast by the leaf. So it adds to the aesthetics. Tell me, what would you suggest we do? But are you talking about this line over here? Yes. The wait. You want wait? What are you talking about? There is the leaf, then there is a shadow cast by the leaf. So which one are you talking about? That's yes. That's a shadow cast by the leaf. So it's like you have a shadow under your chin and you want it gone. Like it adds to the light was coming from her right side because the sun was setting. So she was facing the sun. Yeah, so that shadow is part of the like it's part of the elements of the image. If you look here, like under her right nose here, there's a shadow being cast there also. If you look at this also, you see. So those shadows add dimension to the image. You Yubab. I hope you understand now. Okay, so Seun, what do you think about our image? Do you like it? Before we move on to brighten her eyes and then oh, I'm already sleepy. And then is it melaninate or melinate? Which one? Before I start biting my tongue. Yes, tell you, if you look at it, it's a bright shadow. See, a very very bright shadow. Hold on, let me create another instance of the dodge and burn so that we'll use that to try what you're talking about. So it is a third dodge and burn that I've created. Let's use that to do that. Let's take the invert check layer up, then enable it. So with the invert check layer, this is what we see. You want us to, thank you, Seun. You want us to transition it here. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Hmm. So tell you, I'm doing your thing for you. I'm transitioning for you. Okay, tell me, how does it look now? Does it make sense to you, or this is before and this is now? Before and now. Before and now. Does it make sense to you now? Looks like today we'll get off early. It's 1 hour now. Yes, today we'll do less than 1 hour 30 minutes. Because I'm already beginning to yawn. See how the hectic dodge and burn is. Telly, are you okay now? If you're okay, then which one is before? I can. Oh, Telly, this is before. Look at the forehead where you are saying this is how it is before, and this is now after doing that thing. So before, now, before, now. All right, you see it now. So are we good? Are you happy with the results? If you're happy with the results, then we will call it a night. Or do I say an evening? Yeah, we'll call it an evening. Okay, so I'm still yawning. What is this? So I think we are done with tonight's dodge and burn. So once we are done with work, now we can play. All right, if you're here and you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the bell. Okay, all right. So Telly says they are okay. Seun says we are good, and everybody else is happy. So we can end here, unless, of course, someone has a question to ask me. Otherwise, I think we are good to go. So yes, this is Dodge and Burn. It's very hectic. Now, this image hasn't got much to be done on it. I'll go ahead and record a Dodge and Burn tutorial using this same image, since it's quite easy for people to follow. Yeah, I'll do that. But then this video will still be on here for those who missed this session to be able to watch. So yes, guys, thanks for being here. I'm already feeling sleepy. Seun is retouching. And Kelly too must go and continue recording her video. So we'll end here. I think in the next 2 minutes, it's now 1 hour 8 minutes. So when it's 1 hour 10 minutes, we'll go off. So if you have any question, just drop it. Otherwise, I'll just remain silent for the next 60 seconds to see if someone has any question to ask. So what is Bush about this? Eh? What is Bush about this one? All right, so time is up. We can end tonight's session. So thank you very much, guys, for being part of this. We'll be here again tomorrow. Please, those here, I beg leave so that I can I can also leave. As you know, I don't like shutting the door on people. So Fazia, please disappear. So you to disappear. And anybody else here, thank you for being part of this. The show has ended. Okay, yes. Bye bye. Everybody should start disappear. How come you guys are still here? Seun, are you still here? Disappear. Fazia, disappear. All right. This is where we officially end tonight's transmission. I hope this has been informative for you. And I'd like to thank you for watching.